Tiny houses can help to transform your life into something better. If you remember from previous video, less burden in your life, dropping the things which you don't really need in your life and which make your life's journey harder. My personal experience is that it can be done. If you go that route, your life will become more simple and your costs will go down. If you check online for a ready-made tiny house prices, and they're quite high, and if you think that, oh, it's so much money and I can't afford it, I can't do it, you can be easily intimidated by that. But if you take the first step and just believe that you can do it with less and achieve quite a lot. So I took on this tiny house project, and I didn't buy it as ready-made unit. Well, I was hesitant first and I didn't have much self-confidence, but I took the risk. So I built it myself because I couldn't afford to buy one ready-made. I took it on as a project to build it. Yes, I had help. I didn't do everything by myself. I don't know how to do all things like electric wiring and some stuff. I had to hire help, but big portion of it I did by myself. And I was not only building up the tiny house, I was building up my self-confidence. So the bigger A-frame project was much easier to take on. So I got it done. I would call it a successful project. It was successful enough to build my self-confidence and give me a decent place to live, small but decent, and just took me 6 or 7 weeks from starting until moving in. Well, it could be even shorter period, but then you really have to know what you're doing. You may think today that, oh, it's a lot of hassle, I'm not really a builder. We have in this business solutions to make it easier, but this video is about transformation and more about the why you should do it. My life was turning into a mess because I had so many financial obligations. I went to work every day, and when I got paid, it was all spent up front. It was other people's money I got on my payday, and well, I just had to give it to utility companies and banks and all the other people. And I wanted to get out. So I sold my big house. I got a pretty good price. I paid all my obligations, bought a piece of land, and took on a project of building a tiny house. It was a temporary project, really, the tiny house. I lived there for 2.5 years, and during these 2.5 years, I actually prepared the really comfortable and optimized life I really wanted. But building a tiny house was a quick getaway from the old life and big house. And when I moved into the bigger A-frame, the tiny house, it's still there. It's an asset. Now my elderly mother lives there and right next to my house, and it's very easy to take care of her. I'm very happy that I still have it, and it will serve me and my mother for quite some years. So if you are considering the tiny house and you're not really sure at this moment of time, is it a good solution for you? Just keep in mind, you can still go back to the old life or to something else, and you can rent it out or sell it. It's not something which has to stay with you forever. Once you have completed your tiny house and it's looking really nice and you can live there, use it as a hobby room or extra income as a rental cabin or a granny annex or whatever, you will also feel a real feeling of accomplishment. You've done something by yourself, something real, something which is standing there and benefiting or you or your friends or your relatives. It's a great feeling. Instead of buying it, you can build it by yourself. And first, what you have to do is just to believe that you can do it. And in the next video, I will tell you in more detail about this mindset and how to make it work. Right now, after watching this video, I really recommend to think, would you take on this transformation, this project? Do you need it? If yes, please watch our next video.